He bowled a maiden yesterday, 6 balls on the trot, without the batter getting to score from him. And when he started his second over, he started with a dot as well. Outside the off stump, but this time he's not going to be bowling a maiden because it's coming through for a quick single. Over toes in the making. No, there's good backing up.
Yeah, nice work there by Amar County, backing up, coming in from the boundary, preventing that second run they were thinking of on the overthrow.
So he gets off the mark right away. He's 1 for 1. We go into double figures. It's a 10 for 1. I want to say good afternoon to Virgil Francis and the boys down there in Laurel Hill, following the cricket on maqtv.com. Also, we have Earl Stevens too. He's following on the MAQ TV. There's a quick single. The ball just going to the short fine leg, and Raj was disappointed that the field didn't get a run out on that one or prevent the single.
Yeah, Moise was trying to go for the big heave over mid-wicket on this one, but ended up inside edging it to the short fine leg fielder.
Well, the small one's on the board, 11 for 1. This time he's going in the air. There's a man down there. He's getting on the way. He takes the catch. Wicket number 2. So Raj gets into the wicket column, and there goes wicket number 2.
So it's paid off for Rajesh, being sent to open the bowling with his spin by the captain, and he's paid back the trust. The captain himself there on Marmala taking the catch. He had a safe pair of hands, so never any doubt that he was going to drop that one.
And falling within the power play, and both batters would have been out within the 30-yard circle. I can tell you, Moise, he's a good player. He's a local player. He's a fast bowler in his own rights, but he bats pretty well. Today was not his lucky day, or I should say this inning, because he still had a chance to be drafted. Don't know who would draft him as a batter, having just scored 9 from 5, 9 from 6.
I think Moise is still out there. I think it's Amin Khurshid that's got
Amin is out. Yeah. Yes.
And that's a crucial wicket for Orlando Stars because Amin has been in red hot form, both with the bat and the ball. So at least they got the batting part done.
Yeah, saying good morning to Mertris Nisbet and Bobs and Nisbet. We want to say happy Sunday and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. A big heave and a miss taken there by the wicketkeeper. Keeping the batsman in check, standing up over those stumps. The pitchers played well. I must give the curator, Bali, much credit. As his son comes out and bigs it, getting good bounce. This one is hitting on the pad, but for more advantage point, going down the leg side with a quicker delivery.
It's been a terrific over from Rajesh so far. Just the 3 runs off it, or just the 2 runs off it.
Yeah, that was a flatter, low trajectory, but it's clearly missing the leg stump.
So let's see if he can finish this off strongly. 3 runs off the over, but I think the last one was the leg by, so not allotted into Rajesh's account.
So the end of a successful over, just 3 runs coming from it, which includes a leg by. So Raj would have just given 2 that goes against his bowling analysis. So he's been a good bowler. He's been doing well for his team.
Yeah, especially coming on in the power play when the batsmen are looking to get the runs. We saw what happened in the last game, power play, when Samp Army went berserk. So very good over by Rajesh and keeping things in check for him, for his team.
You would have seen Hemwedge in the last games talking up some 61s from 19 deliveries. What a display. It was real carnage out there. They would have overhauled 104. They did that, and they made 103 for 5, and they did that in 5 overs. They have not lost a match in this tournament. That is the Samp Army. So the Army is marching on, and they're doing it on this the Memorial Weekend. So what a time for the Army to really come forth.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. In Barbados, they would say left, right, the government boots, the government boots.
So it seems there's an interesting tactic being employed by Amar Malik, the Orlando Stars captain. We saw yesterday and the day before he was bowling out his bowlers, but now seems to be content with giving them the 1 over. So Rajesh might not come back after this over either. Let's see. But Naveed bowled a good first over with the wicket, but now he's been replaced by the left arm bowler Shayan, left arm fast.
Well, last over of the power play, he starts wide of the off stump. So
yeah, I think he's trying to aim that wide Yorker just inside the wide line on the offside, but just erring in line there and being a wide.
I'd rather the wide ball outside the off stump than down the leg side.
Oh, direct hit. But the umpire says the batsman was in.
Yeah, feet and all, everything was in. He didn't have to really even ground his bat or anything. He was
Good effort.
standing. He was standing in the square. So
Good effort by the fielder there. It seems that's Abdullah out there who broke the stumps on the direct hit.
well, he had all 3 stumps to aim at. So if he couldn't hit those stumps, then I would say he couldn't throw a walk in Michigan Lake.
Yeah, Abdullah's a very, very athletic guy. Good baller, batter. Also good at many other sports besides cricket.
Well, this one is high in the air, but they get away with it because only 2 men can be outside of this 30-yard circle. Meantime, the batsman scampers through for an easy, relaxing 2.
Yeah, good effort on the boundary there, but I think it's the captain Amar Malik running all the way from long off to long on and then getting the throw back quite quickly and saving the boundary.
And this one is going high into the skies, and let's see if he's going to go beyond the boundary markers.
Yeah, that's gone for 6.
Yes, gone 6th. First one of this inning.
Pitching it full again, Shayan, and this time gets full connection, Moise, and deposits it over long gone for 6.
So Moise goes to 17 from 10. And again, down the grounds this time. But he didn't really time it as well as he would have wanted. So 2 more to the total. Outside the off stump, punch to the cover region. The scamper is through for a quick single. We can keep it. Damon Rowe was quite interesting in the 2 coming at his end, but the fielder chose to send the throw at the non-striker's end. But anyway, the batsman made good their grounds, 24 for 2. So the end of the first power play, and they would have got to 24 for 2. So let's see if your prediction is going to come through. Let's see if Raj is going to be bowling his 2 on the trot in 20 overs. In 20 overs, the allotment is 4, but because we're playing T10, the allotment of 2 overs is allowed per bowler. And Raj, with ball in hand, I guess he's going to bowl his 2 overs. He got a wicket in his first over. And he had a loud appeal for one from our advantage point, who's going down the leg side.
So it seems that Rajesh is going to continue, and as the umpire signals the end of the power play.
Well, it signals the second power play.
And it seems like Naveed Dosani is going off the field, and Ahsan Malik has been called in for him. So maybe Naveed will not be bowling anymore in this innings. That's why he's gone off the field. He's the one working the bowling.
Outside the off stump, swinging a miss, and the umpires a delayed wide ball there. Nonetheless, it was called before the next delivery. So with the quarter century, it's 25 for 2. So Raj a bit off the mark in his second over, having taken a wicket in the first. Bowling his off spinners. Damien whips the bails off in a flash. Looks to the square leg and asks, how's that? Umpire is not in the camera view, but by the look of things, he would have said not out.
Yeah, it's going to be a little difficult to play that cut shot against Rajesh. He's quick to the surface and the air.
Raj down the leg side. He's swinging this one down to the deep back to square leg for a single.
That's a better option for the batsman. He gets off the strike. Rajesh has been wonderful in his second over, only given 4 runs so far, and also has the 1 wicket.
This time they're going for quick single. Wicketkeeper Damien got out from behind those sticks quickly, but having to take off the big gloves and still have his inners on, there's no way he was going to get that ball up and run the batter out. They said, we're going to take our chances against you, Mr. Wicketkeeper. So that was a well-run single. Outside the off stump again, and again he whips the bails off, and it's a wide being called and signaled there by umpire Ebanks.
So Rajesh does not seem to be happy with that decision. Oh, he's now...
Okay,
he wants a review of that.
You want a review of that?
But I'm pretty sure that's not one of the options, so just showing his frustration out there.
Yeah, it's an option, so the umpire, so the umpire call stands. So Raj and his team would have lost the 1 review that was afforded them. With that one was pitched outside the line, the indicated marker. This time he hits this one in the air but away from any fielder. And thinking of 2, but 2 was never on the cards. Oh, he's going big, and this one has gone out of the ground. He's left the playing area, and it's gone a long way for a US 10 maximum.
Yeah, so still Rajesh manages a pretty good 2-over spell, just 13 runs off it in the wicket, but he'll be disappointed getting hit for 6 of the last ball. That wide that he thought wasn't a wide and reviewed it might have played with his focus, and getting hit for a 6 on the last ball. And if I'm not wrong, I think it's Sami Sadiq. They're going to bowl some leg spin. Bowled pretty well in the last game. Led the Orlando Stars lost to Tampa Tigers.
So just for clarification again, they won a review that was allotted to the teams. They would have used it up on the call of a wide. So there's no more review. They would have used their one review. The umpire call would have stand, and Bally, the adjudicator, would have said the umpire call stands. It was wide of the mark anyway. So the partnership is going. Are they going in confidence? 24 of the 35. That's the partnership, 24. We're into the 5th over. And we're going to have Sadiq. Oh, this is a looping full toss that he's going to dispatch beyond the boundary ropes for a 6.
Yeah, not a good ball to start off with. Over pitched, turned into a full toss, and makes full use of it. Moise Jetpurwala, he's looking nice out there now, moves on to 28 of 17.
Yeah, the ball was just stayed in the air saying, look me, hit me, hit me. And he did hit. So it goes into the 40 now, there, and 41 for 2. Another high full toss, but this time he's not getting a good hold of this one. He tried to tug it into the onside, which he did, but just for the single.
Yes, another full toss by Sami. Lucky that no one wasn't deposited across the boundary rope and got away with it, just the 1 run.
Yeah, the ball should be now coming back from 441. The road. But this one is even bigger.
So finally gets a ball to bounce, but that's the one that's been hit the furthest.
Well,
another 6, so 12 runs, 13 runs of the first 3 balls of this over, and getting a move on now, UCT UAE.
Yes, well, Umar Juba Ahmed gets into the act, and he has hit the biggest 6 of the day. If by our reckoning here, that went for some 108 meters. Another full toss, and this one is going down to the deep backward square leg and beyond the boundary ropes for yet another US 10 maximum. 6 more.
Yeah, fielder out there, but could only watch it sail over his head, and it's also a no ball given because of the full toss and a free hit. So it's been a very ordinary over from Sami so far. 3 full tosses, getting it for 3 sixes. He called it no ball, but I don't think it was, to be honest. Umpire called it no ball free hit.
So it's a no ball for height. Over the waist. This time he hits it in the air and down to the deep wide long on, and it goes, I think, over the boundary. Yes, it did go over the boundary, so he went for 4, but it fell over the fielder. But I guess he couldn't move because it was a free hit, but he couldn't make the adjustment. He had to stay down the leg side, and he's swinging and missing that one cannon into the pan. This time he should have pulled out the boom and sweep that one, but he was trying to play 2 straight. So he got away there with 1.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do the pickup over between mid-wicket and long on, but
this bowler seemed as if Christmas came early. This time he hits it in the air, but falling just short of the wide long on.
yeah, gets away with that one. Sami again pitched that one short, but couldn't really clear it.
Yeah.
Over 25 runs of this over, and
Yeah.
I have to say, all the hard work done by the bowlers before has been undone here, and in a good position now. UCT.
Well, I think the bees are coming in now because these 2 batsmen, they were drowning in honey. So in a rush, they've gone on to 60. For a moment, they were hovering around the 40. They was on 45, and here it is. They hit 60 in a rush in 1 over. Both batters getting in the act. They're in the 20s. We have Moin, he's on 29, and he's on 24 from 9. He's going at a good clip.
Yeah, both these batsmen well set now. It seems like Abdullah Sheikh is coming into ball, so let's see if he can turn the fortunes around for Orlando Stars and pull this run rate back.
Yes, because Raj would have completed his allotment of 2 overs, 2 for 13. By any measure, good wicket. Had an appeal which was turned down, and then he set deep back. Outside the off, going away from the batsman, dropping just in front of the keeper. So he must have took some pace off it. But a dot goes into the scores book.
Yeah, starts off well there, Abdullah. The dot ball. The batsman might have just missed it for height. Getting some good bounce. Also has a bit of pace here, Abdullah.
A partnership of 49. Again. It's short, but going down the leg. Maximum.
Yeah, able to ride on the bounce this time. Zubair Ahmed then deposits it outside the leg side boundary for another 6. So now really upping the ante here. UCT UAE.
Target, and they're on. And it is 66 for 2.
Abdullah, strong comeback. Hits the batsman. Trying to repeat that same shot, but like I said, he does have a bit of pace, so beaten for pace there clearly.
Outside the off stump, and that one is a wayward delivery outside the off stump. Called and signaled there by umpire E. Banks. So he's off the mark. His extra effort was in that delivery, but it was wide of the mark. So the 50 partnership has been realized between these two. Juma Abid made his 30 from 12 outside the off stump, and he's getting a thick outside edge, and that one would go. I see lights. What's going on here?
I think the umpire has called it a no ball because I think he hit the stumps while he was in his delivery
it's a
stride.
no ball, yes. So it's a free hit.
So
No ball 4.
a chain of misfortunes here from for Abdullah. The outside edge, the batsman not trying to hit it there, but the outside edge going away to the boundary, and then he also knocking the stumps off while in his delivery stride. So free hit.
Yes, indeed. Well, they say when you're going to flash, you must flash hard. So that's what he did, and he got an outside edge, and it ran away down to the boundary for 4. Here's where the fielders cannot move since the batters did not cross. Let's see what he will do with this one. Outside the off stump, he's going high. He have the height. He doesn't have the distance, but he's not going to be out anyway where the bowler can get credit because it was a free hit indeed. In the meantime, the stump is through for 2. So just 2-1 from the free hit. So
Yeah,
reprieve for the bowler.
not much damage done off the free hit. The ball just falling into no man's land.
Okay, partnership of 63. They're going great guns. It's a 10-over contest. This is the second semi-final, Stove 2. The first one is done and dusted. We have the Samp Army sitting waiting for the winner of this match. This one is outside the off stump. And umpire Ebank says it's a legal delivery. The batter stands in awe. So Raj would have taken the last wicket and would have realized some 63 runs since that. This time he's whacking this one down the ground, but there's coverage in the long on area, and the amble through for a single as over number 6 come to an end.
Yeah, 6 overs gone, 75 for 2. Good comeback in the last 2 deliveries by Abdullah. A dot and a single. So finishes the over off strongly. And now Orlando Stars desperately trying to pull things back. Seems like Charlie is coming into the attack with his leg spinners.
It seems it's a pattern that Charlie always comes in the latter overs.
Yeah, I mean, he's a leg spinner, and leg spinners always get you wickets. So especially in the later overs when the batsmen are trying to go after the bowler.
Well,
it's
they're
not a
gonna,
bad option.
well, they're going to need to break this partnership. It's gone over 60. 64, I would think.
Just trying to make sure his field is right.
We saw Charlie yesterday taking 2 good catches, and the first one, I tell you, he ran around the field like a chicken. Catch. Comes outside the semi, hitting it in the. There's a man down there. Will he get to it? No, it's going to fall well short of him. So he was playing an aggressive shot from the first delivery. They're going after the bowlers. There's wicket in the hut. There's only 2 would have fallen so far. So they're.
Yeah, it just falls in no man's land, but Charlie here has a good chance to get a wicket, given that the batters are trying to go after him.
Yes, the batters are on the charge. The sun is faster, flatter outside the off stump. The batsman feet anchored in cement. He just stayed there and wafted it outside the off stump. He wouldn't have gotten much for that effort. He just had a baseball swing at that one. Charlie just bowled it flatter. This time he flies this one here. This time he's bowled him.
Bowled him.
Cleaned him up.
So, as I mentioned, trying to take the charge on against Charlie, but he's a seasoned campaigner, not that easy, and ends up losing his wicket. The batsman is still standing there for some reason.
Is he going to be using his review? What is happening?
Maybe he thinks the keeper broke the stumps.
Man, the ball went into the stump.
Oh, he's
asking for review.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
okay. The batsman is asking for review, but the ball cannoned into the stump. He was bowled.
Very good over so far from Charlie. The 1 run and the wicket, bringing Orlando Stars back into this game. And that is another bolt. So Charlie really turning things around for Orlando Stars. 2 wickets in the over, just 1 run from it, and hope. So has been really effective in the later parts of the innings with his leg spin, using all his experience, and got the better of Faizan Maqsood. Correction, got the better of Kalam. Faizan Maqsood is the new batter in. And UCT UAE 76 for 4 after that last wicket from Charlie. 6.5 overs gone, so 1 ball left in the 7th over, and Charlie will desperately be trying to finish it strongly for his team.
I'm gonna keep this on because it's delayed, so we can see it back here for the replay. My charge on this.
Just the single of the last ball. What an over this has been. Just 2 runs from it. The 1 wicket. The 2 runs and 2 wickets of this over. And helping Orlando Stars back into this game now. Still going at a healthy run rate of 11 runs per over. 7 overs gone, 77 for 4 UCT. So Ahsan Malik is the new bowler into the attack.
This one is down the leg side, wrapped in the pads, and the umpire is unmoved. So that goes into the scores book. 77 for 4. We're into over number 8. This is the 10-10 tournament. So Faizan Maqsood, he's on strike. This time he's tugging this one here for 4. It was well placed. It got past the short mid-on. And the long on had no chance of cutting it off.
That's a good hit by Faizan there. The key there was the timing. Hit it so fast that no chance for the fielder in the ring or the fielder on the boundary at long on to cut that one off, and races away for 4.
So that goes into the 80s now. It's an 81. 81 for 4. So after a good partnership, they realized some. This time he's playing this one down the ground, but there's going to be coverage from the long off. So just 1 to the total. Another aggressive shot. So we're into the dying overs. We're into over number.
Wickets in hand and only 2.5 overs left, so they're going to go for their shots now, obviously.
Especially Ahmed. He's been there for quite some time. Some 17 deliveries. He's in his 30s. This time he's going after him, and he's cleaned him up.
Ahsan Malik I must say, has been outstanding throughout this tournament. Started it off with a 2-wicket over, and now in the semi-final picks up the important wicket of Zubair, who was looking really good out there. Trying to go for the big shot, Zubair, but misses the ball and it cannons into the stumps. Good bowling by Hassan Malik.
So there was a good partnership, but then after that things are falling apart. Nazir Javed came on and took 2 wickets in an over, and now the following over there's another wicket. A boundary was conceded before that, but nothing put you behind the clock more than losing wickets. So Malik again bowls this one outside the off stump.
So if he can finish this over strongly with a dot or maybe 1 run, it's going to be a great over from Hassan Malik too. So both Charlie and Hassan Malik, the 2 spinners, the leg spin off spin combination, pulling things back and bringing stars back into this game. Because at one stage, it looked like the batsmen were going to run away with it.
Oh, he's going big, and this one is going out of the grounds for yet another US 10 maximum. 6 more.
So not to be, gets hit for a 6 to the last ball of the over. And 12 runs coming off that over, and 89 for 5 after 8 overs. UCT UAE looking across that 100 mark.
Yeah, just 11 away, and this is semi-finals. They've got to up the ante. So right now they're scoring at 11.1. That's a count 1 weight. So by the look of things, they're going to get over the 100 mark.
Yeah, but by the look of that morning game, I do think the pitch is better for batting today. Even in the first game today, obviously, Hemraj and Abdullah batted really well to make the game one-sided. But even in the first innings, the batting side was able to get 100 easy. So that seems that will be the par. Knockouts.
Yes, well, the first semi-final, the chaser would have won quite easily off 5 overs. So we'll see what's in the tank here for the Orlando Stars chasing. They were sent into the field after UTC would have won the toss. They're setting a target. They've gone to 89 for 5. We still have 12 legal deliveries left, but Charlie is in the attack now. Floats one up outside the off stump. He's swatting this one over Charlie's head and down to the boundary for 4.
Charlie, after a great first over, continuing his second one, and first ball is hit back over his head for 4. That's the best place to hit. There's no fielder that's going to be in front of the wicket. So always a safe shot there by Tahir Raza.
Yeah, it was not a good delivery. It was quite a long hop. Could have hit it anywhere. He picked his spot, and like you said, picked the safest spot. There's no one allowed to field behind the bowler's arm. This time he's faster and flatter, and Charlie has cleaned him up, bowled him.
So again,
off stump knockback.
That experience coming into play. Charlie varying his lengths and his pace and gets the better of Tahir Raza.
Yes, he was quicker, faster, flatter. And Charlie saying, okay, I floated up one, I pitched it short, and you whacked it back over my head. Well, I'm going to come flatter, faster, I'm going to peg that off stump back. That he did. Charlie taking some 3 wickets in his 2 overs so far.
Yeah, so this is developing into quite an interesting contest here. Every time it seems like the batting side is running away with the game, the bowling side seems to come back, and then vice versa. So very interesting game building up here.
So the left-handed Hura strolls out in the middle. So Charlie trying to get his field placement right. He's bringing in his cover sweeper. He does not think that Huda is going to be hitting in that direction. Protection in the leg side. We have wide long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and for some reason you have a long leg. So Charlie's bowling well. He's going to be off spin to the left hander. He's the right arm off leg spinner. Outside the off stump, and this time he's tugging it into the onside. There's protection in the deep as he gets off the mark right away. 94 for 6. Charlie in his second over has 3 legal delivery left, has 3 wickets under his belt.
And tries to go for the big shot and stumped. Stumped.
Oh, stumped.
And Charlie here just keeps getting the wickets. He's got 4 now.
So Damien Ward, wicket keeper, comes into the action. Batsman charging Charlie there, left his grounds, and in a flash the wicketkeeper took the bails off. Wicket number 4 for Charlie, wicket number 7 for the Orlando Stars. 94 for 7. My word. Charlie would have given up a 4 in that over. From the first delivery, a long looping delivery. Then he took a wicket. Then he gave up a single and a wicket. So he has 2 legal. They were betting man. Would Charlie take 5 wickets? He has 2 deliveries left.
I mean, he has a pretty good chance because they'll not be caring if he can get a 5 or not. The batsmen will go for their shots. The 9th over going here, so it's a pretty good chance here.
So he's working for Charlie and the Orlando Stars. He comes in and he's bowling the penultimate over, pushing them back. They still have a chance. They're 1 strike. To recognize so Charlie's making sure he's getting it right. He sets a deep backward square leg.
The umpire doesn't seem interested there.
He's not interested in umpiring. He's saying you break the stumps, you go put them back in the correct position. The umpire hasn't even moved. He hasn't even moved. He said, you.
Umpire is not interested in raising his finger or walking to fix the stumps.
Well, Charlie, with his last delivery, you said it's possible. Is it highly possible he will get a 5th wicket?
Not highly, but it's possible. Oh,
Another
swing and a miss
stumping
again.
chance,
Another
swing and a
stumping chance.
miss.
No approval sign from the keeper, so I guess he was in. But nonetheless, what a spell from Charlie there. 2 overs, 4 for 7. Really brought back his team into this game, pulled things back terrifically. You can see people running over from all sides of the field, congratulating him. The captain running over to him now. And he's been doing this for many, many years. What a spell and what a bowler.
Yes, Charlie has risen and he has been vice captain of this USA team. He would have played at the highest level that put it to the USA. He has played ODIs, so he has that under his belt. He has been on the world stage.
Yeah, I talked to him. I was talking to him yesterday, and he said that he played for USA for around 12 years. He was also a selector at one point. So he's done it all. And now trying his best to give back to the game, but still performing on the field.
Yes, and he was the regional director for the Southeast region for a number of years as well. So Charlie has been there as a cricketer and as an administrator. Now locally he is playing and presently he's performing in the MAQ US T10 tournament.
Yeah, getting better with age.
And like Mac said yesterday in an interview, age is just a number.
Yeah,
You should
old
not
is
just
old.
look. Yeah, age is not meaning that you're old. It's just your number.
No, I can't say that enough. That's been a wonderful bowling display from Charlie.
47 from 2, and the total is 94. He would have only given 7 out of that 94. That is good bowling by any reckoning.
So Amir Khan into the attack now. My apologies, Amir Khani into the attack now. If he can bowl a good over and keep this under 100, I think the Stars will be pretty happy given where they were at one stage.
Amit Khani to bowl the last over. He bowls, chips away. This time he's hitting this one in the air. There's a man down there, but he's not going to get there because he goes beyond the boundary ropes for yet another US 10 maximum. 6 more. Score.
Yeah.
Book. Half a dozen, please.
Yeah, he has cleared that quite comfortably. So opting for the seam option in the last over, the Orlando Stars, even though Ahsan Malik got hit for a 6 on the last ball, they could have tried him as well. But let's see, maybe Amir will pull this back after being hit on the first ball.
Well, the 100 comes up. And this time he hitting this one in the air and away from the field and across the boundary ropes for 4. So it's the last over and he's going to go for all of it. So Huda is getting into the act. He's gone quickly to 11 from 3. He's putting those bright neon pads down there, enjoying himself. He's a left arm bowler. He bowls well in the local competition. Let's see what he will do with this. He's going after him. He's going again. He's going in the air, but there's a man down there. Takes the catch. Huda goes.
Gone. Smart catch by Sami Sadiq there on the long off boundary. And some respite for the Orlando Stars with that wicket, but UCT will not be too worried about that at this stage. Just trying to get the maximum runs on this last over.
Captain team in the local team, this guy.
You messed up my name, bro. Why you put something Huda, man? You so handsome, man.
Oh, that was my fault.
Oh, that was my fault. I thought you were.
And he goes for a big shot. First ball. Fielders coming under it. Another and dropped.
Who's on the batsman? New batsman, Murshid Kalam.
What's your name?
Okay. Come for 1 second. They run 3, right? Oh, 2 runs. Run out.
Pardon, that's my fault. I should have. I didn't teach you nothing.
What's wrong?
ये लोग शम्स लोग मुझे लोग बोले आ रहे हैं जब यहाँ पे मैंने कहा ये हौदा भाई तो लग रहे हैं तो बहुत जल्द कोई आदमी लग रहा है
I'm serious. I took it for her. And then you back in left up like, oh my goodness.
So who got Rahman?
Oh, somebody else.
So comedy of errors there in the field. First Sami Sadiq dropping the catch and then overthrows, so trying to come back for the third run but getting run out. Anisur Rahman.
That was my fault.
So eventually Orlando Stars do get the wicket, but it costs them 2 runs. You cannot afford to drop these chances in these late stages of the game because every run counts.
The one in the white cap hit the ball.
So just another single. Let's see if Amir can finish this off strongly and keep this under 110. and goes for the big heave. Fielder coming under it, and both of them collide. The ball hits ground. So coming back for the second, that'll be out. So an additional 1 run on the last ball of that over. Should have had 3 wickets in that over, Amirkhani. Instead, walks away with just 1 and 14 runs off his final over.
No, one.
He got out on the second. He got out on the second.
They went for third one. They went for third.
Yeah.
2 runs.
Yes.
So they got run out for the third one.
Yes.
So correction, 2 runs off that last ball, getting out in an attempt to run the third. But final score 109 for 10. And after what we've seen in the first game, I would think the Orlando Stars would back themselves to chase this down. So let's see how the run chase goes for them.
That was my fault.
No, that was me. That's not it. Yeah.
The thing is, we are out of checks. Yes or no?
And who the hell are these pads from?
Huda was batting, but I took
Who the hell are these pads?
I took him off.
Yeah. That's from me. Who the hell are those pads? The white yellow pads.
So the batting scorecard, good start up front by Moise. Well supported by Zubair coming in at 4. So 29 from 20 for Moise, 38 from 18 for Zubair, and then some quick fire contributions. 12 of 6 from Faizan, 11 of 4 from Farhan, getting the UCT UAE to 109 for 10 after 10 overs. The bowling here, the pick of the bowlers will have to be Charlie. 2 overs, 7 runs, 4 wickets, economy rate of 3.5. Navid Osani did well for his 1 over. Rajesh Sharma bowled well for his 2. But apart from that, I would say Amirkhani bowled a decent last over had it not been for all those drop chances. But Sami Sadiq 1 over 25 runs was expensive and could be said was a turning point for this big score. We'll catch you guys on the flip side when the second innings resumes and Orlando Stars got to bat in pursuit of this target.
So we are on base. And this one goes down to the long on boundary. A good stop there. He doesn't know where the ball is, but batsman going to be scampering for 2.
Hanigori opening the bowling for UCT. Damien Rowe facing and going after it. First ball, but good fielding effort. It was Amin Khurshid on the boundary. Saved 2 runs for his team.
Damon is going in the same direction, down to long on. He moves to his right. Damon looking for 2, but it was a non-existent 2. He goes up to 3, total 3. That brings Nazir Khan on strike.
So just the one this time on the second ball.
So 110 is the target score. That's a good score. Nazir Javed Charlie, he really put a halt and a check on the score. Oh, there's a bad misfield. Are they going to be winning 2? Yes, indeed. There was a bat.
It's going to be just a single, but the misfield allows them to come back for the second. So Nasir off the mark with a 2. Muscles this one to the fielder on the leg side in the ring for only 1, Nasir.
Yeah, but that man is there to save a single, and they still got a single, so. Good there because he was there stationed to prevent that single. Oh, trouble.
And the fielding side looks animated. The bowler trying to go for the ball and feels that the batsman prevented him from getting there. Hanigori not happy at all. Slashes hard at that last one, but straight to the fielder at point. Decent first over by Gori, just the 6 runs coming off it. It seems like Amin Khurshid, Asim Khurshid will be the next bowler. He's bowled pretty well so far in this tournament. This will be an interesting contest. Orlando Stars do have a strong batting lineup, but UCT has a good bowling lineup as well. Nicely played by Nasir. Square of the wicket over the fielder and away for 4. He does play square of the wicket really well. Riding the bounce that Asim has used so well throughout this tournament. Goes leg side this time. Nicely fielded. That would surely have been 4. So saves 3 runs there. The fielder for his team. Jubair Ahmed, the fielder. Strong appeal. Gives it as a leg bye, so no bat involved. So the umpire feeling that will miss the wickets. Nasir goes big. No one out there. And that is gone all the way for 6. So making early inroads here, Nasir. Showing some aggression. Right from the get-go. He has moved on to 14 now from just 5 balls. Goes again. Same place. And then one more 6 for him. This over has been an anomaly for Asim. He's bowled really well throughout the tournament, but gone for 17 in 5 balls. Goes again. This time flicked, and that is a big hit. Goes all the way for 6, and Nasir in red hot form. 3 sixes for him in this over. 23 runs coming off this first over from Asim. And after 2 overs, 30 without loss, Orlando Stars going along nicely.
All right, so at the end of the second over, we are 30 for no loss. They're going at 15 and over. So we have 80 to win from some 48 deliveries. Our partnership has revealed some 30 runs already. Damien will keep in company. He's only faced some 5 deliveries. He's on 3. He's on strike. So let's see if he'll get into the act. This time he's whipping this one off the pads and taking through for a quick single.
Yeah, so Hanigori continuing with his second over. Just the 1 run off the first ball. So still going run a ball, Hanigori.
Target score of 110, and they're well on their way to overhauling the score if there's no wicket. So this is the second semifinals, and the winner of this would be coming up against Samp Army. Samp Army would have made light work.
Samir trying to hit that again, this time an inside edge. French cutting it towards that fielder behind the wicket. One more single.
Bowler's rubbing the ball vigorously on his thighs and looking for whatever shine he can get, trying to pry out one of these batsmen. Damien Wu faces down the leg side, and he plays at this one. The one kept low.
So just
leg by signal here by the umpire.
Yeah, just the one coming off it. Strong appeal by the bowler, but the umpire did not look interested at all. Leg by signal, so no bat involved. The umpire feels I was missing the wicket.
So go, he plays in the local competition here, and then this time he's going inside out, but there's coverage there in the cover sweeper. The throw comes in, and Damien makes good his ground. So under the 2 there for Nasir. Nasir Khan is on the charge. He goes up to 29 from just some 9 deliveries, trying to get to 110, try to make it into the finals. Big money's involved. Swing and a miss outside the off stump, so a red dot. Oh, wide is signaled there by the umpire.
Hanigori has been bowling well, but seems a bit animated. Not happy with the wide decision. And he's hit that. Fielder coming under that one. And he has taken that. And Hanigori has his man. He's bowling well, and Nasir will have to go.
Yes, indeed, that's a big wicket. He was on the charge. He got some 29 from somewhat 11 balls.
Yeah, Nasir
10 balls.
Nasir threatening to take the game away from UCT, but Hanigori with the breakthrough, and Amir Khan is into bat now. Nonetheless, well played. Good innings by Nasir, giving his team the perfect start.
Yeah, 1 ball shy of the first power play. So the intent was good. At least he was trying to get it out of the 30-yard circle, but it perished within the 30-yard circle. So you were saying that Honey seems animated, but it paid off.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing fast bowlers getting involved and aggressive as long as they don't let their emotions get the better of them. And he did not, so he got the wicket.
Yeah, and his first over has cost him just 11 runs so far. It's still one delivery. He has taken a wicket in his first over.
Hey man, if you got no aggression as a fast bowler, you can be a gentle off spinner.
Yes, well, he's into his allotment of 2 overs, 1.5. He needs just one more ball, so by any reckoning, this is good bowling. Even if he goes for 6 here, 2 overs for 17 runs in a T10 would be good, but he
would want to finish strong. Maybe just a single or dot ball.
a wicket, even better.
Yeah, definitely.
But we would have seen Charlie taking 4 for 7. So the end of a good spell. Yes, indeed.
Wonderful spin by Herney. Just 12 runs off his 2 overs and the wicket as well, and that too of Nasir was looking dangerous.
Would have done his job. So being animated really paid off.
Yeah, if you don't have aggression as a fast bowler, then you should go ball off spin. I don't know.
Yeah, well, he would have bowled some good effort deliveries and they would have kept the batsman in check. And a good wicket to have fallen, he would have got the danger man. So Damon Rowe, the wicket keeper, I guess he's going to put his cap on, as that's a clear indication that the slow bowler is going to be coming on. So again, the 3-week tournament here on this the Memorial Day weekend, afforded here by the MAQ and his entourage. We want to give it up to Sofian, the production crew, for bringing you this cricket live on this Memorial weekend. We want to welcome all viewers and to the maqtv.com. But for those who are in the South Florida area, we want to welcome you as well. Just follow all of the CDC protocols, and as far as we are concerned, we have to give it up to Matt Qureshi for bringing everyone out of the couches on this the Memorial Day weekend. You could have been doing a whole lot of other things, but for now you are viewing TV live, coming to you from the MAQ Cricket Stadium. And with that,
It seems like Rizwan is into the attack. He's bowled superbly throughout this tournament and he can really be a game changer here. His spell is going to be an important one.
so Damien Rowe would have given up his helmet to be capless in this hot sun. He's always starts quiet. He would have made some 20-odd runs made 22 from 12 in the first game. So he's been going at it, and he did the wicket keeping. So he's been always in pads.
Yeah, and might be extra cautious against Rizwan because first game he hit Rizwan for a 6, but then went for another one and got out. So let's see if he tries to be aggressive or just turn over the strike.
Well, Rizwan is a clever, crafty bowler. He comes up with his off spinners, and he's not to be underestimated. He creeps upon you and takes wickets. A loud appeal. That one kept a little low, perhaps maybe going down leg. Umpire says not out. It was a quicker, flatter, faster. Which one again outside the offside? This time he's tugging this one into the onside. There's a man sending on the way down there. He takes a catch. Oh, wicket number 2 goes. Like I said, Rizwan is a crafty bowler. He appealed for a leg BW. He didn't get it. And he says, okay, I do not need the umpire. I'm going to bring my fielder into play, and the fielder on the deep square leg did not have a chance to move. Mush it. He didn't have a chance to move. He came straight to him. Well taken. Wicket number 2, 39 for 2.
Yeah, Damien Rowe getting out in similar fashion as last time against Rizwan, trying to clear that boundary at mid-wicket and getting caught at the boundary for the second time. Like I said, Rizwan's bowling is going to be important if UCT are to win this match. He has been outstanding in this tournament. And Sami Sadiq into bat now for Orlando Stars.
Well, Mush had been into the action with the 2 wickets to a fall. He was taking both catches. So he has safe hands. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he took both catches.
He's not wearing his shirt.
Yeah, he...
मुझे लगा समी लेकिन शर्ट वोट नहीं पहनी उसने वही समी के पापा के That's Sami Sadiq, yeah. He's just wearing a different shirt, I guess.
Yeah, this tournament started Friday, Saturday, and now we're into the grand finale. Sunday, the curtain comes down at the end of the finals. Samp Army is awaiting the winner of this game between UTC and Orlando Stars. So Rizwan again, wicket on his belt outside the off stump, and it's the umpire did not call wide. As far as is concerned, he came between the marked line. Down the leg side, and batsman didn't offer a shot, and the ball was cannon into his pads.
So great first over by Rizwan. Just the 2 runs from it and the wicket.
I still believe 110 is a good score, and it could be defended. We have the 2 openers; they're back in the hut. By my reckoning, I think they're 2 of the better batters in this team.
Yeah, Amar County made some handy runs yesterday, so let's see if he can replicate that today for his team.
Who's that?
So Yaqub Ali is the one who was on a hat-trick yesterday. I think he picked up 4 wickets in his 2 overs. Balled superbly.
Well, he's going to need that kind of a performance here today if he wants to get into the finals. That's the last game that's on the card for today. And again, I said 110. That's a good score for a 10-10 tournament. It could be defended, and they're doing all the work after a flying start. Outside the off stump, he's cutting this one. He's cutting it beautifully for 4.
And Sami playing his first ball has cut that one to perfection. Over backward point, goes for 4. Good shot. He got some big hits in his wall yesterday, so he's in good form too.
Yeah, there was a loose delivery outside the off stump. Just set up, asked him to be hit. So 43 for 2. We're into over number 5, getting up to the halfway mark. So at least they're going to want to at least get close to the 50, maybe 55, and then take it from there in the last 5. 2 batters at the wicket. Let's see the comeback delivery. Outside the off stump.
Tries to go for the same shot again, Sami, but misses this time.
And again, he's playing the square drive and he's getting it past the backward point and down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, goes again. Behind backward point, likes that region. 2 fours and 3 balls for Sammy. Good start for him. Score is now 47 for 2.
Like we say, we're going to need a performance from Ali. Ali would have bowled really, really well yesterday in the preliminary stages. But right now he's going for runs. He's leaking runs in the same direction, as a matter of fact. But they've put some coverage there. There's no wide third man. So you can have no more than 5 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. So since he's scoring there, they have plugged that gap for now. And this time he's edging past the
Tries to
keeper.
go again. And Sammy just loving that region behind the keeper. 1 more 4 for him. Didn't look as nice as the other 2, but same result.
We got the desired result. It doesn't matter how they come. 4 is 4.
And
So
he's raised to 12 of just 4 balls.
yes, indeed.
And neutralizing all the hard work done by Rizwan in the previous over.
So 50 comes up in 4.4 overs. It's a nice hot cricketing day here in South Florida. You're viewing cricket here from the Back Cricket Stadium. He's
Goes
going high, he's
again.
going hard. But
Fielder
there's a
trying to
man
come
down
under,
there.
and that is a 6. Big hit by Sammy.
So Ali is not his usual self. Yesterday he was really unsung, but today he's been catted all over the park for 4s and 6s.
Yes, Sammy known locally as Big Bad Sammy, and showing why he's gotten that title, taking the baller apart.
And again,
And goes again. 24 runs off that over. Sammy, 24 of 6 balls. What a start this has been. He has brought his team back into this game and into the driving seat now.
so he had been scoring on both sides of the wicket. So you cannot just say he's scoring in one area.
No, he's a good player. He has a double century actually in a 35 over 40 over game back in Tampa.
Wow.
Yeah.
63 पे 2 और 5 ओवर 63 5 5 पे 63 क्या 6-3
Yeah, he's a really good player, as I was saying, and showed glimpses of that yesterday and taking full advantage today. And that's how T10 is. Yaqub was great yesterday and going the journey today.
Well, this is the game that matters because the winner stays and the loser goes home. So all that would have done in the preliminary stages, all that has gone for naught. And in the, I was saying if they would have got to 55 in this over, they will be well on the way to over. This time
Amir
it's
Kiani
edging
now going
again.
for the hit. Fielder chasing it. But that's just going to be a 2. So good running there by the batsman.
Still a good. They still have to really get the wheel wheeling because they need over 9 runs and over. It's not an easy feat to keep it up. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a tight finish.
That's a good hit. And that has gone for 4. So they need 9 runs and over, but right now they're going at 12.9 runs and over. Amir County joining the party now from where he left off yesterday. Inside out drive through the cover region, piercing the gap between the 2 fielders.
So Rizwan has given up a boundary.
And good running there. Good quick single.
Leg byes.
70 है ना तो 40 रन चाहिए 40 रन चाहिए तुम्हें 33 बॉल पे सॉरी अमर 27 पे 26 बॉलों पे अब तुम्हें चाहिए कुछ चाहिए होने को
And he's overthrows. So from a little dab, they got 3 runs. It was a proper cricketing stroke. 3 runs. So into the 70s now. It's 73 for 2. And again, he's dabbing
nice
in
shot
for more runs. There's 1. They're turning for 2, which they'll get comfortably.
So another good over now. They figured out a way to play Rizwan. And going nicely now, the Orlando Star team. Dot ball to finish off after 6 overs, 75 for 2 Orlando Stars.
So 1 for 13, 75 for 2. And over number 6. So Rizwan, pretty decent bowling figures. 2 overs, 1 for 13. They're going to need someone to continue in that fashion. Again, well, they put a body 1 weight down. They're going to require some 8.8 runs and over. So it's still not going to be an easy task. It's going to go down to the wires. I can assure you of that. 1 good over can push him back to maybe 10 runs and over.
Yeah, speaking of good over, it seems like Huda is coming into the attack. He bowls decent left arm spin. So let's see if he can pull this back for his team.
Yes, Huda is going to come left arm through and round. And like I said, he bowls pretty straight. And he's coming in the same time when Charlie would have been coming on.
Yeah, and Charlie turned around the game for Orlando Star. Let's see if Huda can replicate that for his team.
Yes, the spinners came in 7th over and picked up some 4 for 7 in his 2 overs. So I guess they're going to be asking Huda, just that he's coming from the opposite end. He's coming from the northern end.
He is a smart operator, Huda, but the 2 batsmen look in pristine form right now, especially Sami, 27 of just 7 balls, only dealing in boundaries for the most part.
The partnership has realized some 36 runs so far. So I know Audley Watson, he's over there in Connecticut enjoying this one. So does Leon Francis. So Huda with his first delivery, bowls around the wicket.
Wild swing by Sami, resulting in a dot ball.
So good start there by Huda. We would have seen the carnage in the last over. So he's trying to make amends. Well, the previous over from this end, I should have said. He's going inside
My God,
out.
what a shot! Inside out all the way for 6. Sami Sadiq.
Yes, Sammy, give him some width there by Huda. And he just extended his arm and picked his
Sexy shot by Sami there.
He goes into the 80s now. It's an 81 for 2. So the run rate is coming down. It's 7.9. It's getting easier and easier. 6.
Yeah, looks like Sami has a flight to catch because he's finishing this in quick time.
Yes. 87. That's the Australian bad luck number. 87 for 2. So Sammy is really turning the screws here. He's on 39 from just 10 deliveries. This is what 10-10 is all about.
Nice ball.
And that's smart cricket, good cricket. So the equation is nothing to be bothered about. 23 required from some 21 deliveries. Leg by, now scored there by, called there by the umpire, signaled in there by the umpire. There's a partnership of 49. Let's see with this one. One delivery left with a partnership of 50. Be realized with this delivery. We'll watch and wait. No, they'll have to wait for the next over to realize a 50 partnership.
So 7 overs gone, 88 for 2. And it does seem that the wicket is helping the batters now. High scoring games, the one in the morning and this one as well.
Yes. 22 needed from some 18 deliveries, so 3 overs left. Are they going to be bowling all of the overs? I think we're going to have a bowling change from the far end.
Well, the way Sami's going, he can get those 22 in 1 over.
Well, what's his name? He went for a beating in his first over, but he's going to be coming back now. That's the opening bowler. I think he got some 20 something off his first over. Asim.
Yes, Asim Khurshid went for 23 in his first over.
Yeah, Khurshid, yes. So he's been summoned. He's taking up the attack. He's taking over from Wiswan. Wiswan just gave up 13 from his 2 overs. But he would have gone for 23 from 1. But he has no choice.
Yeah, let's see if Asim can forget that first over and pull this back for his team with a good second over.
If he doesn't get a wicket, he needs to bowl a decent over, no more than maybe 5 ones in this over.
So they'll just settle for the 1. Tries to go for the big shot, but just another single.
So, good. Asim. 2 runs from the over, just 1 from him because the first one was a leg by. So, by contrast to the first over when he would have given up some 23 runs, his 2 deliveries has been pretty decent. Bowled him! Knocked him over. So the big man goes, Sammy goes for 39 from 12. Yet another start and didn't finish the job.
Yeah, couldn't finish it, Sammy, but played really well. Got his team in a commanding position, but Asim coming back strongly from that first over, showing his class as a bowler. 2 singles and was able to bowl Sami on the 3rd ball.
Leslie Daniels is the new batter. Leslie Daniels.
But
Leslie Daniel batted really well yesterday.
yeah, but let's applaud Sami one more time. Beautiful innings. And Leslie was batting really good in the morning game. I think he got drafted to Orlando Stars after his team was eliminated. So let's see if he can continue that from where he left off.
Yes, well, they need some 20. They have some 15 deliveries to do that.
I mean, Stars definitely have the power. I think Amar Malik captain's coming in next, and then they also have Abdullah and Nabi Dosani left. They can all hit.
It's going to be a tight game. I predicted that. It's going to go down to the wire. 1 over. and they can really push him back. So as his first 3 deliveries has been really unsung. Quite a contrast to the first over when he gave up some 23 runs.
Yeah, if Asim can bowl 3 good deliveries here, the runner is going to skyrocket. There's not many overs left after that, just 2.
Exactly.
So let's say if he can give away 2 runs in these 3 deliveries, they'll need 18 from the last 2, that's 9 runs in over.
So Southpaw that changed the angle from the bowler. He's flicking this one in nicely. Running 1, thinking of 2, but 2 was never on the cards. So the big hitting has subsided.
I mean, they're trying. You can't really ask much from Leslie, just his first ball. Amar Khani is looking nice on 10 from 11, so he might go for the big shot.
Well, Asim has done really well. He has come back really, really well with his first 4 deliveries. Still has 2 to go. This time he's playing this
but
one.
there's a fielder there.
So the captain would have had all the faith in the world in Asim to bring him back after being carted out of the park for some 23.
Yeah, and credit to him, that's what good bowlers do. How they respond after being taken apart, and his response has been great. Just 3 runs coming from this over so far.
Yes, indeed. So
And
one.
the big wicket of Samp.
Yes. So he got to finish good. 92 it is for free. He can't give a boundary here. You have to keep his team in the hunt. Which he does. And there's a pick up and throw would have been interesting. So pretty good over there by Asim Khurshid. So he's 4 runs coming from him.
Yeah, just the 4 runs and the wicket of Sammy coming from this over. And after 8 overs, 92 for 3 Orlando Stars. So they need 17 runs in the last 2 overs.
Well, let's see if Hura is going to come back here, because this penultimate over is going to tell the tale.
93 2 ओवर रहते हैं 17 रह गए 2 ओवर में
It's going to be a tight finish. So Hura is summoned to bowl his second over, his allotment of 2. And I know in his mind he'd been carted out the park a little bit. He got 1 boundary off his first over, which was a good looking shot to the offside.
Yeah, this game went down the wire. Again, we see batters getting good starts, not carrying on, and then towards the end of the innings, the runner dropping.
Yes, Sammy was supposed to finish the job, but let's see. He might still be in with a chance for his team to win. But
Lovely's only put the 2 balls, but he looked pretty good in the last game, so let's see what he can do.
well, he's on strike now, and Hura is going to be bowling over the wicket to him. So
Since Huda's left arm spinner, it might be in his arc to over mid wicket.
yeah, but Hura is going to take it away from him. I can tell you that. Instead of bringing it into him. In the air, and there's a man getting on it, and Asim takes the catch.
That's a good catch from Asim. He has really changed the scenario of this game. First was his bowling, now with a good catch.
Well judged. And like say, Leslie Daniel batted really well in his last game, but just going for 2 from 3 deliveries.
Amar Malik into bat now, the All-Star, the Orlando Stars captain. So let's see if the captain can finish it for his team.
I think it's going to be rough. It's 2 relatively new batters there. We have only Amir. He faced only some 12 deliveries, but we need a finisher.
Yes, so Amar, and then they also have Abdullah and Naveed left. All 3 of them possess the quality to come in and hit right away. They can hit the big shots. So let's see if Amar is really strong towards square leg and towards the leg side mostly.
Well, like I say, I'm still holding to my point, because you can be a good batter starting the inning or in the middle, but now you need a finisher. Which one of these guys can finish the game off?
So Amar definitely has the ability to come in and start hitting right away.
Okay.
Yeah, he has the ability, and so do the guys that will follow. I'm pretty sure Naveed and Abdullah.
All right, well, the right-hander comes in now, so Huda would now have to change his bowling now to around the wicket. So let's see what he has in store, bowling to the captain.
But I think he's better suited to the faster bowlers than Mars. So let's see how he fares against Huda.
Good cricket here. Good cricket here. This time he's
Goes
bowling
for
this
it,
one.
and that is a 6. I told you.
First ball 6, yes. So I guess there goes the finisher.
Yeah, he usually plays top order, but he has the ability to come in and start hitting right away.
Well,
Captain, leading from the front now.
okay, well, 99 it is. So that 6 has brought the run rate down to 6.6 and over. So right now it's in the batter's corner. It's for them to lose this one. Oh,
again.
and this one is.
And he's also a really quick runner between the wickets on Mar Malik, so moves to 8 of just 2 balls.
So there's just 9 away.
Yeah, so 9 of 9 now.
Yeah, that's
But I
6.
tell you, Amar's not looking to get singles. He's going to go for another big hit.
Why not?
What a time to bowl a wide.
I think the batsman really walked across and he took the line with him, and it should not have been called a wide. I think that's what across and slashed it. He just had missed it. The ball he played over.
Yeah, so Mar does have a trigger for the mid-wicket shot. He moves across.
There you take.
There he goes
There he
again.
goes.
And that is another 6. Captain Amar Malik taking this home for his team.
Yeah, yesterday he did not come through with the bat.
Yeah, yesterday he was the guy you were talking about, the one fielder outside in the power play. Why would he hit it towards him?
Yes.
He went for the big shot.
Went for the big shot and got out
Hitting
yesterday.
it there today, but
But
crossing it.
exactly. So just 2 away, 2 to win.
Go then, go then.
2.
2 to win, 2 to win.
So who would have been taken apart? He got upset with the umpire, and rather than concentrate, he bowled a looseness. So there goes the finisher that we was asking for. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, so he's played that same shot for all the 5 balls he's faced, and it's come off for him 3 times, I think, right? 2 times.
2 times, yes.
Yeah, and then he got a double that edge behind, so.
Yes, well, he wants to be the hero. He wants to finish it here. Let's see. Last delivery.
And
Bowled him. He's cleaned him up.
But it's safe to say Amar Malik has done the job for his team. It's just up to the remaining batters now to bring this home for Orlando Stars. Abdullah Sheikh going into bat.
Well, he would have done his job. Believe it or not, he would have done his job. He would have put his team in a place of a winning position, following in the footsteps of Sammy. So we just 6 balls to go. Just need 2 runs.
What an innings.
Do you think
What
that
an
they
innings.
can make it?
The batting side?
Yes, the batting side. Do you
I got
think-
all my money on the batting side now, man.
Are you crazy?
I'm sorry, but the bowling side has a really slim
Are
chance.
you actually telling me they can get 2 runs from 6 deliveries?
Yeah, it's not a test match. It's T10, man.
And this guy is serious.
Did you just see that man make 14 runs of like 5 balls? He just made 14 runs of 5 balls. Now you think they can get 2 runs of 6 balls?
No, I didn't say that. You're telling me they can get 2 runs from 6 balls.
I'm telling you, they will get 2 runs of 6 balls.
Oh no, you're changing it. You said they will get it.
They will get it.
My word. This guy's a genius. Well, all the fielders are going to be within the 30-yard circle. Play's been held up. We wondering, the 2 batters are conferring there, and the umpires too. No, I said with the ball out.
Yeah, he can't come again. I mean, I'm surprised that he forgot that he balled 2 overs.
Yeah, he bowled the first over. He should know that 2 for 23.
Maybe he's trying to forget that over that went for 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is difficult? When they try to hit it, edge भी लगेगा 2 रन बच जाएंगे. और ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं कि आखिरी विकेट है. बोल देगा क्या होगा? दूसरा बैट्समैन आ जाएगा.
Yeah, well, these guys are accustomed to be playing the 2020 where you can bowl some 4 overs. So Asim, just 2 to go from 6 delivers. Skipper. Yeah. Well, we're going to welcome the skipper here for this next 2 deliveries. You've put your team in a very, very good position. You were hovering around 8, 9 runs and over, and you went in to be the finisher.
Yes. I was thinking like I have to go from starting, like I have to just try from 1 ball and.
So from ball
there
1,
you
you
go.
want to go.
It's
This
2
one is
runs.
going down, and he is out.
And he got
Soft dismissal.
Yeah, we just
Hassan bowling. Hassan.
yeah, we got this.
Samir going to bat. Samir Khan.
Instead of with the last ball, the way I did, I have to play straight instead of cross the bat. That's what I did, a mistake. Otherwise, we're good. We're in a good shape.
Yes, you're in a good shape to win this match. Yesterday, you would have holed out in long on, but today you mastered the same shot that cost you your downfall yesterday.
Yes, that cost me the way I played that short. It cost me from the last game too as well.
Okay,
but
well, thank
I'll
you.
try to don't mistake in the next and the finals.
Yeah, thank you for coming through. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure you're going to make it to the finals, so all the best in the finals.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
The Orlando Stars captain with us, sharing his views. Pretty confident still that his team's going to cross over the line. Abdullah Sheikh on strike.
So the game is tied.
And gets the 1 run, so scores are tied. 1 needed of 3, and Samir Khan coming to face up his first ball.
Down the left
And
side,
that is it.
another peel.
Orlando Stars are through to the final, and you can see the celebrations from the team. It's been a great chase. Powered by Sami Sadek and Amar Malik with some quick hits towards the end. What a game.
So the high score here would have been Nazir Khan. He would have got 29, and the top scorer would have been Sami Sadiq. He got 39 from 13. Double figures would have been Amir Malik. He got some 14. In the bowling department, we have 2 wickets here going for Samuel Huda, and 1 wicket each for Honey Asim and Rizwan Mohammed alongside